Pinkerton.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I thank the Honourable Member for Parliament Warden for calling this important debate. Like him, my inbox has overflowed since being elected last year, with concerned parents writing to me about the state of special educational needs provision. They recognise that the system is broken, but they also recognise that the system that they experience in Surrey is perhaps more broken than almost anywhere else. To start off with one bit of good news and some acknowledgement of the Department, I would like to thank the Department for confirming funding for the new Frimley Oak Academy that's going to be opening in my constituency in the near future. That will cater to 170 pupils. It represents a really important step forward in addressing some vital local need in education for children with special educational needs. But the sad reality is that for too long, so many parents and children in my constituency have been failed. And I'm sorry to say, by Surrey County Council. Surrey has the highest recorded number of send tribunal appeals anywhere in the country for the last 3 consecutive years. That is a statistic that's a symptom of systemic dysfunction and failure. And behind every one of those appeals, there are human stories. One constituent of mine recently wrote to me, and her opening words were simply, "Our life is crumbling right now." Others described their children being stripped of their childhood, families being physically and mentally broken, and their finances being pushed to the brink. At one recent constituency surgery that I held, a parent came to me and described the process of navigating the SEND system like walking the yellow brick road, with every trial and tribulation thrown in your way, and then finally getting to the emerald city of something that might represent something a little bit better, only to pull back the curtain and find that there's nothing there. An EHCP with the wrong name, describing the wrong child, offering an inappropriate package of support. And sitting at the top of all of this in Surrey, senior leaders who say there's no problem with special educational needs in Surrey at all. There's just parents who are too articulate.
Outrageous.
Claiming outrageously that there's not a problem, there are just parents who have too inflated an idea of their children's wants. It's absolutely atrocious.
My honourable friend give way. I want to thank my honourable friend for Surrey Heath for giving way. Him and I and other colleagues in Surrey have campaigned hard to change Surrey County Council's appalling approach to children with special educational needs. Does he agree with me that local government reorganisation is a huge opportunity for us to change that culture? And will he urge the Minister to ensure that all new local authorities that are established put children first?
I'm very grateful to my honourable friend's intervention, and I agree there is an opportunity here with local government reorganisation to try and get some of these processes right, but I also recognise there are enormous risks, again, particularly in Surrey, where this new unitary authority is likely to start its life with £4 billion worth of debt and a £150 million per year annual shortfall in terms of its operational budget. This could be a council that is in special economic measures, section 114, from the moment of its creation. And given the level of need that I see represented in my inbox, and I think other honourable and right honourable members will feel the same thing across Surrey, I'm incredibly concerned that more parents and more generations of children are going to be let down. So whilst I congratulate the Minister and the Government for what I think is the correct intention of travel with their plans, I'm also incredibly concerned that perhaps there aren't the necessary financial foundations in place to ensure that children are properly looked after. Because ultimately this debate comes down to one simple question, and that is, will these SEND reforms that the Government is proposing deliver meaningful change, or simply repackage a system that continues to fail families? Judging by the state of my inbox, we cannot allow any more families to be failed.